Nvidia, Shavyfxhub, Nvidia, and I think Nvidia might correct, and the reason for that is see what price have done here in November 2021, RS1, RS2. They're both giving you an ascending trend line. So let's put that ascending trend line into perspective. So now we have seen how price reacted. This is a free giveaway trade that happened from that price action, and we have seen a drop at 194.43 in the stock price of Nvidia. Yeah, because of the tap on this ascending trend line. That's a technical trading. So many traders leveraged on that and they went short on Nvidia stock at that level, and I think they closed quite well. And from that sell, it dumped into 179.34. I think after applying my fifth strategy on this very start rally, I'm more concerned about after the first drop, the beginning of the next rally. And of course, from the line chart, you can easily see that we had a break of structure at this level. There's a break of structure at this level here. There's a break of structure at that level. So that has given birth to that push in price. After break of structure, price came here, retest one, retest two. Let me also put it into perspective. We have here as a RT slash SR. After break of structure, support become resistance. One, support become resistance two, beginning of a new rally in price. It's a beginning of a new rally. New rally. So let's put it into perspective. New rally started, and also a break and retest. So the Fibonacci on this new rally, and my first drop will be at a 50% retracement. So on expectation, I think all things being equal, Nvidia could get to this zone on technical. Nvidia could to complete a 50% buy on this very rally. But I don't know, the market might pull back. We could pull back. And to be honest, I'm looking at a pullback at this level. I like a pullback at this level. I like a pullback at this level. So you can never tell if the rally will continue. But to be honest, here is the demand floor. So if the pullback doesn't happen, then that puts there as a demand floor. There's a demand floor. So I don't know if price is going to come back there or not. I don't know. I don't know. But this is a demand floor for Nvidia. So if you get a pullback into 147, you buy. You buy. Buy Nvidia. Let me drop that stock. Buy Nvidia stock. Nvidia Arts 147.59. Go long. Yes, go long. And final TP 245.10. That's going to be a long time. You know, may I remind you this is under probability because there are always be things that change stocks of most companies. Whenever we have an interest rate deflation, rate hike or rate cut, they all have adverse effects. And we'll be looking at the US 10-year Treasury bond yield, its outcome, and then the how the movement affects the dollar index. So these are parameters we're going to be using for Nvidia stock. But however, Nvidia have set a very strong growth trajectory, and the growth trajectory for Nvidia is an upward trajectory. We could technically continue to see its infrastructure growing and more revenue coming in. It's really futuristic, but its cloud investment has been top notch. And lately, they made a very strong, chipsets doing 10 times and exceeding previous production. Every time Nvidia sets a benchmark in the chip industry, so it's worth noting looking at Nvidia contribution in the AI ecosystem, and is very futuristic. And of course, every time I listen to its owner, Justin speaks, his words are very motivating. Last time I saw him making a presentation to Elon Musk, and that was already drew my attention to look at Nvidia stocks. And looking at this, I will tell you for free. If we get a pullback into this zone, and we might likely have a push up, and let's look at our expert advisors to see what insights they provide. This market is very much bullish, like I tell you, and there's a potential pullback into this. And the SMA on weekly time frame is pointing at that zone, which also validates my analysis. And if you look here, here is a broken resistance structure to become a demand floor. Let me also put it into perspective. That's a resistance roof. Resistance becomes support after break of structure. Price return here as a demand floor. So on technical, what I want to see is a pushback into that structure, a pushback into that structure, so that those who are eager to jump in into Nvidia stocks can take out the scoring high and possibly come here. But there is a pending ascending trend line that will also constitute resistance to upswing. And may I remind you, when the market is bullish, a lot of strategies do not work. I learned that from gold. When market become extremely bullish, many strategies will cease to work. Many of them. Many. But for now, Nvidia is bullish, no doubt. Nvidia is bullish. So even we get a pullback at 166, I don't like 166. I don't like 166, but 166 is pretty fine because, of course, when price came back to that 166 level, it reacted and we are pushing. And to complete this market, I think if Nvidia trajectory remains 245.10, it's not far fetched. It's not far fetched for Nvidia. Bye for now.